I'm Kal.
And I'm Stam, and this is the K.A.S.T, Kal and Stam Talks.
And I'm the voice of reason.
And what we talking about today, Kal?
Today we're talking about brotherhood.
He's forgot, look.
Bonds.
And go on, voice of reason.
Betrayal.
Yeah.
So today we're talking about brotherhood, bonds and betrayal.
Okay, that's a big one.
Big one.
Where you want to start? Pause.
Boy, let's start.
You know
Let's
what?
talk about
Let's
brotherhood,
start
because
with
right now,
brotherhood. Yeah.
this right here is a brotherhood. I would say this is a brotherhood
this
right
is
here.
like,
100%.
Give yourself a pat
come
on
on,
the back,
yeah.
boys.
This is basically, we
Camaraderie.
started our own, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, this is a brotherhood.
If you want to join, you got to send your applications to the Voice of Reason.
Subscribe, follow, like, comment.
Yeah.
That's how you join the
Be
brotherhood.
part of the team. You don't have to be on the camera.
yeah.
Brotherhood.
Firstly, what is a brotherhood? In
Right.
true K.A.S.T style, because we like to get clarity and understanding on everything we speak about and do.
To me, I'd say brotherhood is like a group of friends, like, I don't know, like brothers, you know, like, hence why you call each other brother. I'd say like a group of friends that have, like, you'd class yourself as kind of like family, like your brother. You're just like a brotherhood. You're one. You're locked in with everyone. That's what I would say in terms of today.
Yeah, I think a brotherhood is your brothers from the hood. Literally,
No, but think about that. 'Cause
your
I've
day
heard
ones, your day ones are from the hood, innit? So
yeah, but then there's people from like the country that probably say brotherhood, innit? Do you get what I'm saying?
yeah,
So-
but that's their hood, innit? Their village or their whatever.
Village. Yeah. Or their town. But yeah, no, I get it.
Like, look, we all from Bo.
Come on.
Well, Cali, you're out of town now. You're from OT, but
No, I'm but at heart, I'm Bo. I'm born
Nah, I
and
play
bred
with
Bo.
you. I
East
play
London
with
with
you,
a
bro,
man in
go
my
on.
book. Do you get what
No,
I'm saying?
but we're all from the same area. So prior to the K.A.S.T, that could have been seen or could be seen as a kind of like a brotherhood.
Yeah.
Community. Brotherhood is a community. That's
Yeah.
my answer.
Yeah, 100.
Yeah, brotherhood. So where we
Okay.
starting with this?
Do you know what? It's not just to do with like a bloodline or a family relation. No, we know this. Yeah, we know it's wider than that.
Yeah.
It could be a bond that you create with someone local to you, within your, like you say, your community, your village.
Yeah.
But it's about loyalty, connections, and just people who stand with you through thick and thin.
Yeah.
Like I said in one of the episodes, I mentioned the word tribe, and I just touched on. You just said this doesn't have to be family, and there's a saying that I live by. You know, blood don't make you family. You know, blood just makes you relative.
Facts.
No.
You know, so
Okay. Yeah. All right. So the other one, bonds. What would you say?
I think
Bonds.
before we move on to bonds, let's run through brotherhood.
Yeah.
I think there's
Yeah.
a lot of things we can talk about with brotherhood. We've got some
Okay.
questions to go off that. So
yeah.
if you want to jump into the questions, or I can start with the questions for you. Is brotherhood earned through loyalty, or can it exist just because of blood family ties?
I don't think.
How
so.
do you think brotherhood is?
I think
earned,
a
or-
brotherhood is based off of loyalty. I feel that that's a main part of the brotherhood is loyalty. Like, because when you say been through thick and thin, like, or just got your back, like, just loyal as such, like, they're loyal to you, innit? Like, that's your brother. Like, when you say that's my brother, like, you'd think that they're loyal to you, or you'd like to think that, unless they go and betray you. But yeah, I feel that, yeah, loyalty.
You got an example of that?
I was gonna say a saying, but
Go on, say.
Stan.
you know, like people say, bros before hoes. No disrespect to anyone, It's just a figure of speech. So I'd say, I mean, firstly, to have a brotherhood, I think you got to have a common ground or a common interest, or there needs to be some type of, a commonality. Meaning, like, we knew each other before this, but our common ground is the K.A.S.T.
Yeah.
That's what our brotherhood is based on.
I hear you. So
There could be, I think there's little cliques of people that have their own common ground, which ties them together.
yeah, would you say, then with a brotherhood, do you think there could be a brotherhood with no loyalty?
No, you have to. What is loyalty first? What is loyalty?
It could be an understanding. It doesn't necessarily need to be loyalty as such.
Give us an example of a setup or a situation where there's an understanding, a brotherhood,
from a working environment. if we look at it rather than a friendship or a relationship that you have with someone.
And understanding. So that's the common ground, basically.
Yeah. Common ground, understanding.
Yeah.
Working for, I don't know. Working for a construction firm. Working for a football team. Like you being a football player or an athlete or something,
So
where you have to rely on someone else. It doesn't necessarily require loyalty, but there's an understanding and a common theme between you. You've got the same goal. Do you know what I mean? So
so that understanding or that commonality, do you think it has to be something bigger than yourselves?
I would say so, yeah. I would say, because then if it's relating to you individually, someone else may not have that goal. Like it may not mean as much to them as it does to you. So it needs to be bigger than what you are.
Yeah.
It's for you both to believe in it. Do you know what I mean? So people going to church, for example.
Yeah, of course.
That's
There's
a common.
There's like
that's
a
common,
God.
yeah. There's a God.
Yeah.
People will believe in it.
Yeah.
There's a brotherhood or a community within the church. People all go to there. They believe the same thing, or they want the same outcome. I guess,
Heaven.
To an extent, yeah.
What was trying to get to
an
heaven?
Or forgiveness.
But then there's not necessarily loyalty within that
That's what
between
I'm
the
saying.
individuals. But there's a common theme why you're there.
So basically, to have a brotherhood, what ties you together must be stronger than what can divide you.
Basically,
Yes.
that's a good
Yes.
That's a great example.
So that's where you see, maybe you might see a group of friends that will get money together in whichever way that may be. You can use your imagination. But then maybe one of the guys ain't earning as much as everyone else. And then that guy turns on the group.
Betray.
Yeah, but it
Which
just
we'll
links
get-
into
which
what
we'll
the
get into
conclusion we
later
just
on.
come to.
Well, I think they all tie into each other, don't they? If you're saying brotherhood, bonds, and betrayal,
Yeah.
if you use that scenario, what you come up with just now, Stam.
Yeah, that's the most obvious.
Yeah, it could be any form of business, so it doesn't
Yeah.
it can be illegal, it could be
That's why I
legal.
said just use your
where you said
imagination.
bro,
literally.
Whatever you
also
think.
where you said bros before hoes, that
Yeah.
could also be a certain thing that can.
Yes, people go behind people's backs and
Trust me.
yeah.
We need examples though, guys, because we're dancing around the subjects. We need to get into the
bro,
nitty
we're
gritty.
just, bro.
Nah,
before
we're
you
just-
do
we're
the
just
workout,
easing
you got
into this
you
one,
got
bro.
you
This
got
is
to warm
episode
up.
9. You got
You got to warm up, bro. We're warming up. We're easing.
Voice of reason, trying to be the voice of unreason.
Innit? Where's a dictatorship? This is Ian's world, and we all just live in it. No, I'm playing.
Cool, no, yeah.
If we move to the next question, it gets straight to
Yeah,
it.
go on straight in.
What's one experience that showed you the real meaning of brotherhood? Warm up over.
Real meaning of brotherhood.
Yeah.
What's one experience, personal?
Maybe I'm yet to experience it, man. No, you guys, when we went to the cafe, it was my birthday the other day, and you lot bought me a little cake and some candles.
Yeah.
Small little gesture, but it meant so much to me.
Yeah.
That was
Brotherhood.
That was brotherhood there.
Yeah.
Do you get me?
Okay. No, I get that. I was something similar to mine as well.
Yeah.
No, we're not doing that today.
Huh?
We're not doing that.
No, I'm not doing the same.
Oh,
I'm
what,
not
something
doing the same.
similar?
Yeah, we're not doing that something similar.
No, I'm
you copying
obviously
the-
it was the bros that obviously just
Try
I was
and
going
figure
through a
something
serious.
outside of that box, though.
No, I was going through something serious that had me really down. Do you get what I'm saying? And I just felt like
What when you
that
said,
day-
"Oh, come to check you."
no, not even that. This is another time. So I just went through a lot in life. I was just feeling down, like, oh, bruv. I was thinking this is a really not so good today. 'Cause I don't want not so good day today.
Yeah.
And it was like I just felt like I was on my own.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then obviously, shall I say who or whatever, reached out.
You wanna be
Cut
cut
out,
Literally.
we can cut out what you don't want in it.
And like the voice of reason reached out and was like, what are you doing later? Do you get what I'm saying? I was feeling down. I was going to go home, probably, I can't lie, just chill out and just dwell and start spiraling. I know me. Cause vibes in it. Raw, like, do you get what I'm saying? And it kind of made me like feel like, raw, like,
Yeah, you felt
my man
included.
actually cares about,
Yeah.
not in that way, but man actually,
Yeah.
like, we're together, but my man actually takes how I feel seriously. Like you got friends, you might tell them something, yeah, I hear it. No, don't worry about it, because you just brush it aside. But this is like, he knew I was feeling away, and he thought, no, come out, you're coming out regardless, innit? Not even a choice. When I don't know, innit? And I was like, yeah, I might do. He's like, no, go get this and make sure you get here for this time. And that's like where I actually saw it. And then when I turned up, like, my brethren, they were all like, yeah, man, like they were showing me love, and I ain't really felt love like that in a long time. So it was like that felt like brotherhood. Like I felt like, and I was there, And yeah, it was just around a lot of love, really. So yeah.
So I think what I'm getting is that the fact, like being invited somewhere is one thing.
Yeah.
But prior to just being invited, the fact that someone took the time.
Yeah.
And maybe since you weren't alright, or just took the time.
Yeah.
Like to check in and tap into you.
Yeah.
That's the most important part.
When I thought that myself, and then even when I've told my family, they're like, no, like he's a good guy, like them lot are a good guy, like proper, like. Do you get what I'm saying? So it was like, no, it's not. And if other people are telling you, it affirms, like confirms what you're thinking, innit? So that's why I see like brotherhood. That's like one of the biggest times.
It's important.
So
you know what metaphor someone gave before? You know, like penguins in the snow, they all huddle together to keep warm.
Yeah.
Or another metaphor, like another you know, like coals on a what's that thing called, a barbecue. All the coals are together, so they stay hot together. But if the coal's on its own, it burns out quicker. So that's what importance of brotherhood and like community.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it.
It keeps you strong, keeps you, you know.
Yeah. So yeah, man.
That's what
cool. Have you ever had a bond you thought was unbreakable until it wasn't?
Have I ever had a bond?
Have we jumped into bond too quick without talking about bond? Do you think we need to give a little?
Yeah, cool. Yeah. Alright,
cool. Let's go into bond then. So go on.
Yeah, a bond. To my understanding, a bond, what we're talking about is maybe a connection. For me, a bond or a connection, what it is, the way I see it, is like, you know how we talk about we have voids and people try and fill voids. I feel like a void is just a lack of connection. So when there's no connection in your life, you start filling it with just whatever. Because we're social creatures. There's 8 billion people supposedly on this planet for a reason. So I think a bond is a connection and it's extremely important.
Yeah.
Even going back to like childhood, the first connection you have is probably with your parents, and then you meet friends, and then so on and so forth. Then you meet a girlfriend, but a lot of us don't have that.
Yeah, I think bond is probably.
Hold up, is it? Yeah, go on.
I think bond is more of a simpler version for me when I think about when I go back. When I hear bond, I hear bonding. So I think like when one thing.
What'd you say? Bondage.
Bonding.
Freaky ass motherfucker.
No. So bond is like bonding. So when I think of bonding, it means that one and one come together and make one. So you've bonded together. So I feel like
Spice Girls.
Yeah. So two. Yeah. One. The two things become one. That's what I think.
What do you mean? Like having a child? Do you mean?
No, just in anything where you just bond together. So like, say y'all got one fist and that together, now it's bonded together. That's how I see it. As I just think of a bond in it. So it could be anything, like two people bonded together, or whatever, friendship bonded together. That's just how I see it as.
Okay.
Getting into the nitty gritty. Have you ever had a bond that you thought was unbreakable until it wasn't?
You first, Kal.
Have I? Probably, I don't know, maybe when I was in previous relationships, I thought, this is it, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm locked in for life or whatever, something like that. And then, stuff has happened and it obviously was breakable, but when you're in that and you think that you're in love or whatever, you might be lost, might be love, but you feel that, this is it, where this is the bond.
Yeah, and I think we've all been there.
Yeah, so that's my example, really, in regards to like bonding relationships. I wouldn't say with my friendships, like friends. I don't think. I feel that me and a lot of my friends have bonds, but I don't think it's ever been. I don't think they've ever broken down. They might have parted ways a little bit, but hasn't completely broke where we no longer talk or anything normal.
Okay. Give us an example. Let's go back to relationship, because I feel like we're just skimming over without saying names and without going too much detail into the situation. Just tell us an aspect of maybe a previous relationship. What happened? Was you cheated on? Did it just come to become apparent that person didn't like you as much as you liked them?
No.
Or what? Be more specific.
So, you know, like when you get with someone, it's honeymoon period and stuff. So everything feels surreal. It's all good. And you feel like this is my life, man. I'm happy in it.
Okay.
And then bumps come in the relationship. And then, I don't know. And the longer you are with someone, I feel the more you get to know them. You know what I'm saying? So true colours start showing in relationships, because they would. Especially if you start maybe living with each other or stuff like that. And then you start realising, not in a deep way.
They fart when you're asleep and all that. And
not even that. Because that's no, everyone farts. Well, do you know what? Yeah, everyone farts. I'm never get into that. Yeah.
What were you going to say?
Yeah. No, I've been around people and I've never known them to fart or even go toilet. And till this day, it puzzles me. Like, how are you holding that for so long? But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Big up them. But no, it's like, you start, as you get to know someone, you maybe start realising, maybe this person ain't really for me, innit? Like, I feel like what we both want may not align.
Yeah.
So then you start, I feel like you might start checking out, and then slowly it's like, it's not for you, innit?
Checking out.
Yeah, like mentally you check out and then you leave, because you always mentally check out before you leave, I feel.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just felt like, at the time when we first got together, the honeymoon period, but then as the duration, just started realising this ain't really for me, innit? So, but I never thought that. In the beginning, I thought this is forever. I love it here. Till you start realising who the person really is. So yeah, that's my example.
Do you hear that, people? Before you check...
No, that's
you go to the checkout before you leave the store. You hear that?
Not in the stereotype way, the security card. I don't think I do, but
it's a self-checkout.
Yeah.
Hey, all right then. So...
Wait, to touch on Kal's bit though,
Yeah.
Would you say it's a thing where people rush to create a bond or a connection? Based on, there's two parts of this.
Yeah.
Based on trauma.
Yeah.
And past experiences.
Yeah. So I feel like if you don't heal from something previous, so say for example, I'm in a relationship and I'm used to sleeping with my partner, my girl, all the time, yeah? And then I break up with her, but I miss the company. I might then find a substitute for that company. I might not
specifically... You don't chase him, you replace him, Kal.
No, it's just not even replacing. It's I need that. That's what I like, so I need it in it. So I might not specifically like the person, but I may feel like I like them because they're filling the void. Do you get what I'm saying? So I might not... It's
the
just
connection, the void.
So they're just filling the void, but I might just in my head be thinking or tricking myself, I do like this person, but truth is I just like your company. I don't like you. So that's
so are you one of them people that can't be alone?
Me? No, I can't be alone.
No,
I have to be alone where I have to be alone, but yeah, just because of previous stuff, I don't like being alone, innit?
Yeah.
So would you say you're healed in that sense, or do you feel like you still need to?
I think everyone is forever gonna be healing from whatever they are, innit? But I try, and deal with these things. But yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm healed, but I've tried to heal.
You're still on the journey.
I'm always on the journey, man. The journey. When I stop, the journey stops. That's it.
It is. Just an example of when you thought it was a bond that was forever and then turned out it wasn't. And it doesn't have to be a relationship. It could be any form of.
Probably friendships, uneven friendships, where I'm maybe overextended.
Power imbalance or?
Well, sorry?
From a power imbalance or?
Just where I'm overextending myself. I'm maybe... just unequally yoked in a friendship. You know, that's what I'd say. Yeah.
Do you want to explain what that term means to the viewers? Being equally yoked.
Well, when it's
you feel you're giving more than they're giving.
Yeah. Like I'm always on call, always on hand.
People pleaser.
No, not even people pleaser. Not to even please no one, but you know, I'm always there to listen to problems. Yeah, I can always get a call at any time of the day, any situation. I'll be willing to help, willing to listen, willing to help, down for the cause, like proper loyal, like, but I don't get the same reciprocation, you know.
Yeah.
When it's maybe my problems now and I'm on the phone, I'm not getting the same energy that I give.
Yeah.
That people might not care as much. Go on.
I think we spoke about that before,
Yeah.
and you said some people. What was it that you said when I was talking about that before?
Remind me.
You said it's a lack of something. I can't remember.
Some people are like not very
lack
aware.
of awareness.
Some people don't have
self-awareness.
a lot of awareness. So you might be speaking to them, and they might be a little bit self-absorbed. They can't see. There's a saying, they can't see past their own nose.
Yeah. I remember you saying that.
Yeah. So some people, it's not even their fault. They might not be as developed or mature, but then some people, some people,
emotional.
You realize that your friendship might only be based on, it might be only be work related, or your friendship, you know, once upon a time it was maybe balanced, or even you just see people's intention over time and you just realize maybe
that's what I said.
This isn't
so the same as what Cal said.
This isn't
in a relationship
situation
you see someone
that serves us equally. I might be more of a benefit than that. I might be more useful than that person is to me. Harsh speaking.
You think that's a bad? You think that's a bad thing though?
No.
I was just asking.
That's a good realization. To be fair, it's
people that, unless it's my mum, the only person that I have unconditional love for is probably my mum and my girl. But that's as far as it goes. Everyone else, it has to be conditional. Like, look, we're here for a reason. It's conditional, innit? We're not gonna just come here and just kind of just, you know what I mean? Even down to like, maybe you go to play paddle a lot. Everyone that's there is there to play paddle. So everything has to kind of have especially at this age and stage of my life, things have to make sense. We're not kids. We can't just be playing out and just hanging out.
Yeah, there needs to be intention behind it.
Yeah, for real. No, I ain't got time to waste.
How do you feel like brotherhood and bonds connect? Like, where do you think those two tie in together?
Brotherhood. Well, that's.
I feel that.
Go on, Kel.
So I feel that you bond before the brotherhood is established, kinda. So I think it becomes a bond. Like, for example, I met you, and I bonded with you.
Yeah.
We bonded, and then we started. But I knew you from before, so we had a bond. But I'm just giving an example. Then we started talking about the podcast. Yeah, we were still bonded. Then the podcast became something. And now I feel that we're a brotherhood because we're all in. So we was all separate people, and now we're all one cast. So now that's our brotherhood. I feel like because we have the same views and alignment. So we all are on the same journey together. So that's our brotherhood. But before that, just in the WhatsApp, before anything happened, it was a bond. I feel.
So the brotherhood is what. So the common ground is what bonds the brotherhood. Or the what word did you use? The understanding is what bonds the brotherhood.
Yeah.
So I think that's
the phrase, being on the same page, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good one. Never thought of it in that way.
It's the simplest term, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I never thought of it like that.
Yeah, because if you look at it as a book, for example, or a chapter of a book, there's three people here.
Are we was that one? Are we singing from the same song sheet?
Same hymn sheet.
Okay.
Yeah. It's true. It's exactly the same thing. It's like you could be at the beginning of the book, starting your journey. Someone could be halfway through, and someone can be at the peak of their career, for example, and they're at the end of the book. And if you aren't on the same page of what the common goal is, then your heads are in different spaces. Do you know what I mean? So
you paddled in two different directions.
Literally that.
Yeah.
Cool. I think we've done bond. We've done brotherhood. We've got 20 minutes until we have to slip into.
Quickly, you asked him that question. What did you asked him? Is it toxic or is it negative? Something about shed a bit of light.
How do you connect brotherhood and bonds?
No, just before that, I think, and Kal said he'll have like a girl and then not speak to her and then replace her, or fill in the void with somebody else. What was the question that led to that? Because I need to just...
the bond that you thought was unbreakable until it wasn't. Nah, that wasn't it. It was trauma bonding, no?
Yeah, something along the lines of trauma bonding. Yeah.
So just having a negative or a positive bond, like the difference.
Yeah, so what I discovered doing therapy is that because I didn't have much love or affection as a child, later on in life, I filled that void with girlfriends. So there was a period, I'd done a timeline, and there was like a 12-year period when I never not had a girlfriend. So I was feeling that lack of connection or bond maybe with my mum with different girlfriends. Mm-hmm. So that was a direct connection. So I just wanted to say that.
So did they establish what that is? And how can we help the viewers understand that if they are going through that, what?
Yeah, it's codependency, innit? I developed codependency from having a lack of nurturing and a lack of affection and a lack of love. Mm-hmm. It made me into a codependent person.
What did you do to get over the codependency?
I had to be alone for a long while, and it was very hard. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
I think being alone and me becoming aware of it.
Fair dues.
Okay.
That makes sense, to be fair. Yeah. How do you deal with the pressures of stepping away from something like a bond such as a codependency?
Let me just tell you, I think at first you're going to probably seek whatever's closest to you in terms of like what like a reflex action. You're not gonna, at first you might not consciously, so you might just be drinking more, you might be partying more, you might be filling that void with whatever your first thought is, or what, and then after you have to develop healthier coping mechanisms and healthier ways. So, if you feel like, instead of me going to the shop and buying a Magnum, I think like, let me walk around the park, let me go and get a coffee and seek some stimulation that way.
What about you, Kal? How do you deal with the pressure of stepping away from a bond that no longer serves you?
How do I deal with the pressure?
Or do you feel like there's pressure? It may not affect you.
Or even having a brotherhood, having a support network.
How do I... do you know what? I don't think I've really had much pressure stepping away from things.
Do you find it easy to cut things off?
Unfortunately, yeah, and I think that's my problem in life. I cut things off very quick. No, and it's not good. Like, even going therapy, it's because I used to be very impulsive, so I could just cut, like, and it's not good because relationships would suffer, friendships. That's why I even went therapy, because I was very impulsive. So yeah, I don't really find it hard, weirdly, but it's I don't know why. I don't know why. I can detach really easily from certain situations. I think that's my coping mechanism from me, so I don't get hurt in the situation, really. I just will block it out and occupy myself with something else, basically.
So in that sense, the person on the receiving end, whether it's relationship, friendship, work, whatever it is, how do you deal with, or do you take into consideration what they're going through?
No, I don't. So that's why I've done some things. I can't lie. I've just stopped talking to people, and it's not good. And after a while, when I come to my senses, or when I'm holding whatever, why we've stopped talking, I do then come around and apologize and be like, do you know what? Yeah, that is wrong. But at the time, because of the impulsiveness, it's like, nah. I just see it as I'm not in the wrong here. But that's why I'm trying to do better. But yeah, I do take into account, I think, one time I think I spoke to you and I was like, you know what, I need to apologize to this person. That, you know what I'm saying? I feel like even with the situation when I was talking about when me and my friends stopped talking, that's why I reached out, because I started feeling a bit bad. Like, like, there ain't really no reason why we've stopped talking. I've just got that in my head. So yeah.
So you take things
literal,
very personal.
Yeah, I take things as they are, and sometimes I can read into things more than they need to be read into.
Yeah.
So it says something.
I think that's the mental health. Bit of suspicion.
I think it's just me. I don't know if it's mental health. I just feel like it's just lack of understanding for me. It might be, I don't know, it could be ADHD, it could be autism, it could be anything, and I just take things as they are and I take them literal.
Oh,
like,
is it?
Literal, and I take it personal.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Okay. So what? So anyone that may have that standpoint, and can relate to what you just said.
Yeah, I'd say if they do deal with stuff like that, I'm trying to be better, and I've got better at it. But I'd say if someone does something and you feel like just hold yourself for a bit, just take time, just like literally just put if someone's messaging you and you're about to say something mad or do something mad, just put your phone down, just put your phone down and literally just go and do something else. Even just talk to someone, put on some music or
talk to Frank.
Yeah, literally. Depending what you're gonna go do, innit? But yeah, just try and just literally just take time. Because
do you know what it is though? The stronger the bond or the connection, the deeper the cut's gonna be.
Yeah, that's what I noticed. If you love someone, you'll be more passionate. Yeah,
you're more passionate in ways where you may over-explain things, and then you can't articulate it in a way that you wish to. Yeah. So it's like you know what you want to say, but you can't quite get it off your chest exactly the way you want it to land. You know.
Yeah.
But that's because of the passion. That's because of how strong the connection is.
Yeah.
But yeah, then there's that turn into a case of betrayal if you step away from a situation that there would have once been trust, love, loyalty, respect, brotherhood, the bond. Yeah. If you're then stepping away from that.
But sometimes you have to step away from things for your own sanity and mental health. Some things ain't good for us, so you need to understand. If you're stepping away from something just because someone said something silly, then yeah, I get it. But if it's damaging you and mentally or whatever, don't ever feel bad to step away from anything, like, literally.
How do you determine when it's not good for you and it's affecting your mental health?
You gotta... It's just your experience, innit? You know? It's an experience with every different person. And you know what I had to learn to do? Sometimes you don't have to cut people off. You just have to You know, like in a job, you can get promoted and demoted. No, literally. Sometimes you got to demote a friend, like demote them. Like, they don't stop being their friend, but you just got to put them in a different box.
Put them at arm's length, I would say.
You know what I mean?
Good way of looking at it.
Put them in different boxes. It's just like you have your inner circle and then you got your outer circle. It's just like, you know, like in your house, visitors will come, but you're not going to let every visit in your bedroom. You might only let parents and your kids might only have access to your bedroom. It's just metaphorically speaking. And some people might only stay in the front room. Some people might be close enough to just walk in your kitchen, but then some people might not be allowed to go in your fridge. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. There's levels, isn't it?
Yeah, there's levels basically, and I think that's a healthy way to.
So let's look at it as a
connections
lift.
and bonds.
Let's look at it as a lift and a block of flats, for example. Hopefully our viewers know what a block of flats is.
They must do. If they don't, then this podcast ain't for them.
But they can just Google it anyway.
For everyone.
They can Google it anyway.
All right, cool. So the metaphor is if there's a block of flats with 20 floors, yeah? And each floor obviously determines the credential or the credibility of your relationship or a bond with somebody. Yeah. When do you feel like it reaches the brotherhood status or the loyalty kicks in? And do you get what I mean? Like, how would you look at it from that perspective? Does it need to get to the top floor before it's a full-on brotherhood?
I get what you're saying. Do you mean like...
Or within a relationship. Like, it could be... Where do you let go completely from a trust perspective when you've got a bond and connection with someone?
What do you mean let go? Do you mean like fully trust and fully love?
Truly trust. Yeah.
I think with me, I'm a very friendly person, and I would trust people until they show me I can't trust them. You know what I mean? More than often, unless I've met someone and it's a bad impression, but more than often, I'll give people the benefit of the doubt. So I might give them access to up to maybe the 15th floor.
What are you saying? The stairs after that?
Nah, you can't even get past that. You need a special key card to get up there. But you know, give them quite a bit of trust, not too much, and then slowly start, you know, filtering out. I do it.
You definitely ain't said give someone a key card past the 15th floor, bro.
Say that again.
Cal just said I've said that before.
No, not that. No, I said about when you get into something, because I never used to trust people. I think I said it on one of the episodes before. But now I just go in and trust people, give people the trust, and let them destroy the trust if that's
basically
what their plan
that's
is
it. I think that's the probably.
Yeah,
is that healthy or unhealthy? I don't know.
I feel that's healthy.
Do you know what it is? I feel like it's a double-edged sword because you've got to look at it from both ways. If you give someone, let's say, 80% of the access, so pretty much everything, barring like your deep, darkest secrets, and you approach with love and you start with love, that's all well and good because that's truly who you are. You're truly being yourself. Yeah. But if you notice things and you start to get triggered and whatever red flags, whatever you want to call them, and you start to pull back and you start to close off and the wall goes up and all of that starts kicking in, and they get less and less and less of you, then you look like you're switched up on the person.
Yeah,
or the situation.
In another sense, you can see it like, I gave you all that and you've put yourself in that position. I've just acted accordingly. I've given you the trust. You started showing the red flags or whatever you want to show. Now you're down on you're near the ground floor now because you've
you're in the basement.
You've done that yourself, innit? Like, so I
what
feel
about
like
if that isn't communicated?
If it's not communicated,
remember.
No, like me. So
uncommunicated expectations lead to what?
Disappointment,
long-term resentment.
But yeah, that's where you have to be assertive and not passive in the situation, because you have to. That's what I'm saying. That's why we spoke about communication. Is that you need to communicate. So if someone's doing a red flag, like I don't know, give me an example of a girl doing a red flag. Quick one, yeah, quick.
A girl doing a red flag.
Yeah, like just any red flag in a relationship.
I don't know, talking to guys on Snapchat.
Alright, cool. So you're in something new and you see her talking to guys in the Snapchat. You could either just turn a blind eye and be mad, or you can be like, "Yo, babe, what's going on? What's all that about?" And you can give her the chance to explain, because it might not be anything. It could be anyone, and it could be whoever. So it's like, if you communicate it, then yeah, cool. She's now learnt you don't like that. But then if she does it again, that's when she's going down to the ground floor, because
But with a girl, I'm thinking more friendships with like your girl or whatever. If it's your girl, it's a bit hard to demote them to the ground floor because you're either with them or you're not.
No, you can't be my girl.
You can't be my girlfriend and be on the ground floor.
No, but obviously we're talking about trust and that, innit? Obviously, if we're in a relationship and I love you, there's people that are in relationships, they love people, they might not trust them.
Nah, I can't be with someone I don't trust.
That's you, but
that's you. There's people. Trust me.
Yeah.
There's what you think these girls that are, or men that are in relationships with people.
Trusted,
there's people that's in relationships know their partner's cheating, but they love them so much they don't leave. What you think they trust them when they go out? They don't. You can't. Do you get what I'm saying? Everyone's relationship's different. So yours, you might do stuff that someone say, "Oh, I can't do that." So
that's true.
So it's like anything is. So yeah, if you explain how you feel.
Besides people being in a relationship and someone saying, I can't be someone that does that. Yeah, trust. This relationship here is built on trust. The K.A.S.T. We have to trust that everyone's going to get here every week. We have to trust that.
But we trust it. But then obviously, I was late the other day. No, Do but you lateness, not trust me anymore?
No. Besides lateness, but there has to be for any relationship to work, there has to be a degree of trust. There has to be,
because there's a lot of people that's in relationships that don't trust, and they work on the trust.
Look, to go to work, you work. Yeah. They have to trust. There has to be a degree of trust.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? You've got a big responsibility.
Yeah, and then job. If I start doing things that make me untrustworthy,
then you get sacked.
They start taking responsibility.
You don't get the stigma of that person's always late.
Yeah,
so you get the negative titles of whatever it is you're doing.
So they start taking stuff from you. So they might, for example, you said they might demote me because I no longer can be trustworthy in that position.
Okay.
So
maybe in friendships I can be like that, but not with like a person, not like with a girlfriend. Because I feel like your girlfriend is probably your closest thing. That should be your best friend.
Example, then.
Sorry?
Give us a friendship example.
Because how can you have a friend that you don't trust?
Friendship is like, look, see with friendships, we know what I realise. Familiarity makes people. Familiarity makes people not have as much respect for you. And a lot of times I've started to smell disrespect, and I've started to,
what does disrespect smell like?
It smells horrible.
The Rock.
Yeah, listen, I start to notice and sense all types of things that I'm not okay with. So you know what? People have to. They don't get cut off, but they get kind of distanced, and then I'll distance you, and then you have to mortgage back my respect. I will distance you, and you will have to mortgage back my respect. That's how I deal with them. You get me? So, yeah.
I hear ya. All right, cool. That sort of leads to this. Can a bond be rebuilt after betrayal or trust has been broken?
Yeah, it can.
Yeah.
Especially if the trust was broken, but it wasn't communicated on. Because sometimes someone can break your trust, but you might not know the full story.
True.
So you might have a different story in your head of what actually happened.
Oh, wow.
So, for example, I'll use the airport, for example, again. Say you wanted to go airport or whatever, yeah?
Yeah.
And I just didn't turn up at your house.
Yeah.
And you missed your flight because I didn't turn up. And you're like,
mad.
but we had an argument the night before. Yeah? We've had an argument the night before. Your flight's early in the morning and you've woke up and you're like, where's Kal? He ain't turned up, and you're thinking,
if someone's taking me airport or I'm taking them airport, if we have an argument the night before, we have the argument, I better, or the person better just make other arrangements.
No, but we should have that bond where regardless if we argue,
really we should talk about it.
Yeah, but so we've had an argument, I don't turn up. Yeah. And then
that's mad.
No, I don't turn up.
Wild.
But my phone died during that night. During the night, I couldn't put it on charge, yeah? So then I've overslept.
This is a mad story.
No, but I've overslept, yeah? I'm just giving an example.
You overslept.
No, it happens. It happens.
Would you say you stubbed your toe out to go to the hospital?
No, but
especially
it happens.
if it's an early flight as well.
So it's happened, yeah? But I've overslept. Yeah. Now you're thinking in your head, it's because we've had the argument. That's why he's not picked me up. But truth is, I've just overslept. And then you've just cut me off. But things like this happen. You've just cut me off, yeah? And you've never really understood the story.
You know what? This has happened. Yeah, something like that.
See, and you're saying it's mad.
You know what? There's times I've been invited to places, and there's for one reason or another, I've not gone. And then I can tell the person is taking it personally because I've not turned up to where I've been invited.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
And I had actual good reasons.
So you've missed your flight and you've cut me off because you're like, no, we've had the argument. That's why he ain't turned up. So then I'm blocked. I tried to ring you, yo, Stam, I want to explain what's happened. Yeah. But because I'm blocked, it's like, and then, I don't know, months down the line, we bump into each other. I say, Stam, my phone died that night and my charger was funny. Yeah. So that's how I feel like it can be built back because some things are misunderstanding.
I think to answer E's question, say it again just so we can get some clarification. I can get clarification.
I think we've answered the question, to be fair. Yeah.
But I just wanted to say something important to the viewers and the community.
Can bonds be rebuilt after betrayal?
Yes, they can. It depends on the degree of betrayal, but I think in general, our culture and community, we do need to practice forgiveness a bit more, way more forgiveness. And I'll see, because I've been in positions where people have had to forgive me. And yeah, that's the message I want to give today is forgiveness. We need to practice way more forgiveness.
All right, cool. Let me ask you a question on that, Stam.
Yes.
How can we encourage that?
How can we encourage that?
Yeah, to actually express just...
One thing we can do, we can forgive people in advance. Knowing people's, accepting people for who they are. Yeah. And there's certain characteristics, certain traits that's just them. And maybe they'll change and maybe they won't. But you just forgive people in advance,
So is it forgiveness and acceptance? Or?
Acceptance and tolerance. It's tolerance. Not to say that you should not to say that you shouldn't have boundaries, but yeah, definitely. This is what I've had to learn in the last couple of years. Forgiving people in advance, and it's a great tool. And you find over time, you're just more loving
and just for the people that find it hard to forgive. Forgiving someone don't mean that you condone their behavior as well. It means you've just forgiven them for what they've done.
You've let it go, whatever you're holding.
Because that's one thing about me. there's a lot of people that have done some crazy stuff to me.
Yeah.
And I forgive them.
Me too.
Not that we'll ever be friends again, but for me to stop walking around with a hatred in my heart, it's better for me to just let it go, so I ain't got to worry or dwell on it anymore.
Trust me, because that bitterness, it can make you ill.
Yeah.
Unforgiveness can make you ill.
Yeah.
It even shows on people's face. Some, like, respectfully, when you hold things inside, it can affect even how you look. Do you get me? I always try to be smiling. I always try to have joy in my heart. And if there is anything that's bothering me, it's either addressing it with the person or having a brotherhood or a support system or network where I can go and talk and explain and get things off my chest and deal with things in a healthy way.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's we've rounded it up nicely.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to add on everything in its entirety? So the brotherhood, bonds, and betrayal, in terms of leaving it on a positive note and offering substance and a takeaway for the viewers.
Listen, appreciate your brotherhood and your bonds, because not everyone's. Well, none of us are here forever. So enjoy everyone. Also, betrayal. Don't take it personal. In our life, we all get betrayed in one way, shape, or form. It's about try and look at the positive from it and not the negative. Move forward, learn from it, and try and make sure it don't happen again.
Yeah, and just to reiterate what I said, just forgive in advance.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I want to end it on brotherhood reminds us we're not meant to walk alone.
Yeah.
Hold tight, Liverpool. And is it Anfield, Liverpool? Don't really know much about football.
What is that? Is that their slogan?
Yeah.
You never walk alone.
Shout out.
Bonds show us the value of trust, honesty, and to share growth. And betrayals test us, but they also teach us. Not every break is the end. Sometimes it's the beginning of a stronger boundary and a deeper self-awareness. If there's one thing to carry with you, it's this: protect the brotherhood that lifts you, build the bonds that let you be truly yourself, and let betrayal shape you, not define you.
Okay, that's a good one.
Amen.
And on that note, I'm Kal.
And I'm Stam. And this is the K.A.S.T. Kal and Stam Talks.
And I'm the voice of reason.
Today we spoke about betrayal, bonds, and brotherhoods.
Yep. Hit you up with a few gems. Just want to say thank you to the people that's been following us along the journey. This is episode 9.
Almost at the end of season 1. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you for being part of our journey. Like, share, subscribe, and please just let's help push this out. Yeah. If there's a clip you see on the Insta, on the socials, please just share it, repost it.
We've come a long way, man.
Yeah, comment as well. We need more comments. We just want to know what you think, your thoughts. Interact with us.
All right, and that's a wrap.